guys, this was just going to be a video on rosemary cuttings, but I'll show you this little fella before we get going. This is supposed to be a standard cucumber plant. You see the size in it, it's this big. Everything going on there, and we'll see that there is a cucumber on it. The cucumber is already fatter than the main stem of the plant, so I'll be really curious to see if this develops into a full-size cucumber, because I'd love to see this plant trying to hold a chuffing 10-inch cucumber. I said chuffing it then, by the way, it's a Yorkshire word, it's not the swearing word. But I just figured I'd show you because it's quite interesting. I'll also show you my other cucumbers. Look at a cucumber plant that is actually growing cucumber. I can't if I can remember where I put them. Here they are, sorry about that. Cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. And these plants are 12-inch, so not bad. Right, I will crack on with my cuttings. Like I said, starting off with my cuttings. This is all you actually need, and obviously a rosemary plant to start with, but you all see my tree in previous videos. So you need some scissors, or a scalpel, stanley knife, such as. What I do is I'll take them with scissors for speed and bring them in here and tidy them up after. I'll show you that. And some, this is what I use, organic rooting gel. Oh, my dog's barking because I'm talking. See a little head popping up. Look. Shut up! It's quite simple, this, you just dip it in the formula and you're good to go. Right, what I'll do is I'll crack on over my rosemary bush and start taking some cuttings. Right, here's the plant I'm going to be taking them from. I'm not actually taking them from the big one because it's quite woody. It's all supposed to take cuttings from your new growth, and this is the newest one, so this is only cutting itself, so I'll take it from this one. What I will do is run along as I show you. It's quite simple. In fact I'll pinch this one off if I can. No, I'm doing that, so I'll damage it. What you actually do is you want to be taking about this much. Then it gives it plenty of life. You can obviously take more or less, or it's up to you, like each your own preference. Anyway, I'll take a couple of cuttings and I'll let you know, and I'll show you. Right, that's that done. I ended up taking 15 from my smaller one and 15 from my larger one because I didn't want to take the full all off of my small one, otherwise I'd have no left and it'd restrict its growth, cutting it back too much too fast. And the old one, I couldn't get that many off of them because I got a good prune back around 2 weeks ago, and there wasn't much new growth, to be honest. It were all woody stuff. So what I'll do is I'll show you what I do next. It's going to be difficult with only one hand because I'm just using my phone at the minute. Right, so for example, I get one of these. I choose my seed box, for example. That's a bit bright actually, isn't it? I'll go on this floor. So I'll get this, and then this is what I do to it. I know you can't really see what's happening at the minute, it's just because I've only got one hand. I pull off 50% of the leaves. Then I will dip it in rooting gel and then put it in here, obviously with some soil, but I will crack on doing that to them all now. Right guys, that's the next stage done. For example, they all look like this now. They look a bit little and ratty, but they'll be fine. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I also pinch the tops off. Obviously I do that, then I pinch the top off to hopefully encourage roots growing instead of it worrying about growing upwards and that, the aftermath. Smells nice though. Right, what I'll do is I'll crack on. I'll fill these up with muck and then I'll be back in a sec. And ta-da! Right, so what we do is we'll get his cut in, dip him in the formula, and then dip him in the... I do advise to obviously dab them with a pencil or something to plant them in, but I've only got one hand, so it's difficult for me to do that. But what I'll do is I'll get you a big one, I'll show you. Into the solution, so it's on the end, and then in you go. And it's simple as that. What I'll do is crack on now and show you halfway through or possibly at the end. What I do just for speed, obviously the two I've just done, is everyone is now dipped in organic rooting gel, which is around about $2.99 for that, so it's really cheap. It'll last probably forever. Well, I don't know if there's an over date, but it'll last me quantity forever. So they're all like this now. What I'll do is I'll pop them all in. So they should be popped in a sec. Right, that's them all dabbed in, and hopefully most of these should take, so it's going to be 2, maybe 3 weeks. Obviously with cuttings it is advisable to put them in the corner, like for instance I've done these honeysuckle cuttings, see they're all around the side, because that actually helps with rooting. But with these I'm wanting to keep them in this position for, well, in this tub for probably a fair few months, depending on how long our summer lasts here. It's like June and we've had no sun yet. Probably keep these in here till next year, depending on how much growth to do, and just keep taking tops off. For them, just came into nice little bushy plants. There's a couple of them what were maybe too small, what have broke as I've been going along, but they should all take. Looking at them, there shouldn't be no real issues. I don't usually take cuttings this small. I usually take quite big ones. I'll show you some of my usual ones I take. They're looking around this size. And that's what I usually take. But like I said before on my other videos, the rosemary tree is getting quite old now and I don't really want to lose it, so I'm making loads of babies from it. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope you found something useful in here.